Welcome back, everybody. Where I left off, I was reading But the Kitchen Sink, and we took a little break. But now that you're back, I guess that means I have to keep reading. Anyway, let's get this started. It was dark. That was the first thing she noticed. It took only a few moments for her eyes to adjust, but once they did, she realized what the wet feeling around her legs was. The ground was flooded with deep blue water. She was in some sort of maze. She began to walk forward, ignoring the pain of the cold water against her skin. She had no idea where to go. Every turn seemed to lead to another turn, or a dead end. At points, she could have sworn she heard some pony or something moving with her. After a few minutes of waiting, I think, she began to panic. Where was she? Why is this happening? Barely containing the urge to scream, she rounded another corner. That was when she saw him. Sitting in the middle of water was the sink. He glanced at her lovingly. She knew that he was the key. He would make everything go away. He would make everything perfect. She cantered towards him, her heart beating faster with every step. He radianted, or whatever, sunlight with warmth replacing the water's chill. She grabbed his wide basin and pulled him closer. Oh, sink. The drain curled into a smile. Oh, Rainbow Dash. Ah! Rainbow Dash shot up in her bed, eyes wild. Oh, Celestia, oh, Celestia, oh, Celestia, what was that? What did I just dream? Her mind raced. Suddenly, it all came back to her. She had that dream before. Oh, she had that dream before, years ago, at Junior Speedsters. Except back then, it was a cold she had a crush on. It hit her like a ton of bricks. Her queasy stomach. Her heart fluttering, wanting to look nice. She did all those things for the cold, too. Was she in love? Was she in love with a kitchen sink? Down in Ponyville, the village was just waking up. The sun's rays erupted through town, coating everything in its light. At the same time, another thing erupted, a mysterious high-pitched scream of despair coming from the sky. Every pony who was already outside looked to each other in confusion. A few dogs barked, birds scattered, and dwarves or whatever the hell it is. All three of the Flower sisters fainted simultaneously. Wow. No. This can't be happening. I can't be in love, especially not with a sink. Rainbow fluttered around her house, suppressing the urge to break down and start screaming again. I've never been in a relationship before. How does it even work? She began to think about all the relationships she had seen throughout her life. Usually they started out with a date, then came kissing, then they would do things, and then marriage, and then marriage, or then was marriage. Oh, crap. Wow. She couldn't think of any restaurant that was likely to allow her to bring a sink in her as her date. Well, maybe that one place in Cloudsdale with the waitress. How would one even kiss a sink? On the faucet? She decided to skip thinking about the third step. But that left her with the one stage she dreaded more than all, marriage. I can't get married. No pony can pin me down. I still have so much I want to do with my life. Like, join the Wonderbolts. With a pang of depression, she realized that joining the Wonderbolts was her only aspiration in life. Still, it was something. None of the Wonderbolts were married, and marriage meant kids, and kids meant constant stress and responsibility. They were not for her. So that settles it, Rainbow declared as she re-entered her bedroom, Her mane now looked even wilder than usual. Her throat was sore and her eyes were bloodshot. I'm not in love. I'm not. Nope. No way. She laid back down on her bed and stared at the ceiling. After that, there was no way she was getting back to sleep. But she tried anyway. She closed her eyes. Almost immediately, the sink re-entered her eyelids. Ah! My mind! I just want to sleep! Once again, the sink's glittering frame re-entered her mind. He was covered in pink flower petals. Rainbow sat up, her heart racing and her wings threatened to extend at any moment. There was no avoiding it. The truth was there, right in front of her, plain as day. She didn't want to accept it, but she had to. It was now her life, her destiny, and it had to happen. She fell back onto the bed. I love him! Across the room, Tank gurgled. Don't judge me, turtle. That's awesome. Thanks! Come back soon! Derpy Hooves gave Pinky a small smile and nodded as she picked up her bag. Thanks, Muffin Woman! She trotted away. Next! Pinky! Rainbow yelled, bursting into the bakery. She had flown in there as hard as she could. I need to talk to you. Dashy! Pinky cheered back up, giggling. I haven't seen you in forever! Or at least, it feels like forever. I never waited for a forever, so I don't read. Okay. Rainbow Dash landed in front of the counter where Pinky was ranting. Listen, Pinkie Pie, I need ahem. Rainbow, yeah, ahem, yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh, that was a minor screw up. Anyway. Rainbow turned around, only to come snout to snout with Carrot Top. I was waiting. No cutting in line. Behind Carrot Top was a long line was forming. A few ponies were scattered around the shop, watching the scenes unfold as they enjoyed their breakfast. Pinkie Pie nodded. That's right. As cool as amazing and awesome-tastic you are, Rainbow, you need to respect the rules of the line. And the first one is no cutsies. Look, it'll only take a second. Pinky, I need to get into your kitchen. Huh? Pinky asked, her smile fading. Why? There's something I need to do. See, in the kitchen. So if you'll just let me through, I'll be out of your mane. Pinky frowned. Sorry, Dashy, but I can't do that. What? Why? The pink mare rubbed the back of her head. The cakes kinda told me that I can't let ponies that don't work here into the kitchen anymore. Sorry. Oh, come on! Rainbow protested. Is this about the shelves? That was an accident! It'll never happen again! I'm sorry, Rainbow, but I really don't want to make the cakes upset. The twins have been super cranky, and that makes the cakes super cranky. So you saw how mad Miss Cake was. Rainbow sighed bitterly. Fine, then. Ahem! Oh, keep your mane on! Rainbow yelled at the mare behind her. She flew out the door. Well, I never... Bye, Dashy, Pinky called. Come back soon. You never finish your cupcakes. As soon as she was outside, she sprinted upwards to a cloud that sat just above the bakery. Drat, she muttered. I can't get in by myself. Let's see, what would Daring do? Her eyes lit up. In Book 12, they wouldn't let her into the Museum of Equestrian History because they thought she was the one trying to capture all of their precious jewels. She used a disguise. That's it, I need a disguise. But what? Who are you? Who did you say you were again? Rainbow stubbornly adjusted her mustache. I'm the sink inspector, she exclaimed in a strong baritone. I'm here to inspect your sink. Miss Cakes eyed the inspector warily. She could have sworn that she had seen this Pegasus before, but she knew for a fact that she had never met a Scion pony with a rainbow mane, a black scruffy mustache, a brown fedora, and a shining golden badge that read the inspector. Oh, well, why do you need to inspect our sink? The inspector smiled. It's my job. I'm under orders from Mayor. No, Princess Celestia. I'm under orders from Princess Celestia to inspect every sink in Ponyville and give them a grade. I see. Well, if you would just follow me, I'll show you to our kitchen, said Miss Cake. Turning her head to Strange Pony, turning her back to Strange Pony, she didn't notice the inspector's face lit up. A red-maned mare led her visitor out of the restaurant and into the kitchen. Here we are. I'll be in the foyer. Just give me a holler if you need anything. The inspector gave a reassuring smile. Once alone, she turned to the sink with a seductive grin. She found her involuntarily wiggling her hips as she cantered up to her chrome friend. Hey, she said. I've been seeing you around here for a while. What's your name? A drop of water fell from the faucet. Sink? Yeah, that's what I thought. I know this is kind of sudden and all, but are you single? The sink stayed stayed silent. Rainbow cheered inwardly. Oh, that's cool. I noticed you looking at me before. Was there something you wanted to say? A small gurgle came from the sink's drain. A fire ignited behind Rainbow's cheeks. Oh! Wow! That's so... Well... She moved a bit closer. You know... She muttered. I've never really been in love before. I always thought it was a waste of time. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry! Rainbow moved away and covered her face with her hooves. We just met and I'm already hitting you with all of these heavy stuff. I don't know. It's like you're making me crazy. Another drop fell. You want to meet up later? Sure. She put her hooves on the parts of the sink that was connected to the counter. But we're all alone now. No pony can judge us. She puckered her lips and moved toward the faucet. Bro, I don't know the sound effect for this. Okay, I don't know what the sound for this is. Oh God. Alright, I'll try to do it again. Okay, that was good. Rainbow, her heart threatened to break her ribs, spun around. Sitting on the ground a few feet away were Pound and Pumpkin Cake. The former was giggling happily, while the latter was drooling on her own hooves. How much did you hear? Rainbow demanded. I swear, it's not what it looks like, she mouthed a quick I'm sorry to her lover. Baba! Pound Cake squealed, hitting the floor. Da! Rainbow held a hoof tip in front of her still clad mouth. Yeah. Shh! Can't you see I'm trying to be sneaky? The fool sat, confused as to why the strange hairy pony with a shiny thing on her chest was shushing them. This, combined with the mysterious pain erupting from their gums, created a problem. Their brains were unable to find a suitable answer, so they retreated and launched their their foolproof fail-safe system. They began to cry. Rainbow Dash jumped. Oh, no. Stop crying. Look! She made a funny face. Instead of calming the babies, however, they just cried harder. Oh, horse feathers! Pound cake? Pumpkin cake? What's going on in there? Oh no! Nothing is wrong! Oh no! Nothing is wrong! Rainbow cried in her normal voice. Oh, I mean, nothing is wrong. Maybe she hadn't caught the slip up. I'm coming in there. Rainbow whipped her head around desperately, looking for an out. The babies were crying. Miss Cake's hostess were getting louder. Sink was tugging at her heartstrings with his damned reflected sunlight. Wait. That was it! The sunlight was coming through the open window. With speed revealing that of Spitfire herself, Rainbow shot out of the kitchen, through the window, through the bark of a tree right outside, and straight into the sky. She gave a small cheer as she slowed down. Sure, she probably had a concussion, but anything was worth her newfound relationship with Sink. Back in the bakery, Miss Cake rushed into the kitchen, only to find her 2 children, alone and sobbing. Oh, my babies, she cried, galloping over. What happened? Did that pony hurt you? The babies seemed to calm down a bit at the sight of their mother, but they still wailed loudly. Miss Cake grabbed them and held them over her shoulder. Shh, Mama's here. She walked over to the sink. Hanging from the windowsill was the inspector's mustache. She regarded it with disgust. That's the last time I trust a sink inspector. Rainbow Dash swallowed hard. You can do this, she thought. Remember you faced dragons before. No sweat. This has nothing on that. She gave the blue door in front of her a light rap. A few moments passed before the door opened with a magical flourish. Welcome to Carousel Boutique, where every garment is chic, unique, and magnifique. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. How may I... Oh, Rainbow Dash. How delightful. Yeah, hi, Rarity. She cantered into the boutique. Listen, I kinda, need help. Rainbow beamed. Oh, it's about time you started coming to me for advice. There's so much I need to teach you. She grabbed the Pegasus and her magic. Come, we'll start with table manners. I've come to notice that yours is the least bit lackluster. Wait, Rarity, stop. I just have a question. The unicorn froze in her tracks and frowned. Oh? Well, in that case, she looked over her friend and pulled up 2 velvet cushions. The 2 sat down. Ask away. Rainbow shifted her hooves. Okay, but before I say anything, you have to promise not to laugh. I'm serious. Rainbow gave her friend an incredulous, whatever, but a weird look. Laugh? Moi? Why, never do something as base as that. She held a hoof over her heart. You have my utmost respect, Rainbow. Good, Rainbow smiled uneasily. Okay, my question is, how do you impress some ponies special? Rarity gasped. Special? Yeah. She blushed. Some pony you like. Like. Rarity tried to contain her giggles. Hey! Oh! Ow. I just dropped my phone. Whoops! Oh, God. Anyway, back to the story. Hey! You said you weren't going to laugh. I'm sorry, Rainbow, really. But you have to admit this is rather... how to put it... unexpected. I never pegged you as one to proclaim your love in such a fashion, especially not in front of me. Rainbow eyes widened. I'm not doing that. What am I, a chump? Rainbow smirked. My dear, if that makes you a chump, then you are the chumpiest man all of Equestria. No offense, of course. But I'm just... Oh, can you answer my question or not? I knew this was going to happen. Of course I can, Rainbow. You came to the right unicorn. She stood up and walked over to a long rack of dresses. I have read enough I have read enough experience to... I have had enough experience to know that the only thing that attracts stallions is style. It is a stallion, right? Rainbow blinked. Sure. Good. I mean, not that I would have a problem if it were a mare, but this just makes it easier. Do you know what he thinks of you? Rainbow thought hard. He had never said that he liked her. Well, at least not in those exact words. He just asked her out on a date, though. Yeah, I think he likes me too. Wonderful! Rarity smiled as she pulled out a frilly pink and red gown. Here we are! Oh, it matches your eyes so well. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not wearing that thing. I do not do dresses. Oh, come on, Rainbow Dash. I assure you, no stallion will be able to resist this. You will have ponies lining up to father your children. Rainbow went red. What would a pony/sink hybrid even look like? She could see it now. A little filly or colt with her rainbow mane, her father's silver coat, maybe a pipe for her tail. What the hell? Wow. Rarity, are you sure there's no other way? Aren't you supposed to, like, be yourself or whatever? Rarity laughed and shook her head in pity. Oh, what an amateur's mistake. Every pony knows that never works. Rainbow Dash sighed bitterly and rubbed the back of her head with a hoof. Fine, how much? Free of charge. Whoa, really? Rarity put a hoof on her friend's shoulder. Rainbow Dash, you are my friend. I care about you. And may Celestia banish me if I don't do everything in my power to make you happy. She folded the now packaged dress to her friend. Good luck. I expect details. Rainbow laid the dress over her wings. Wow. Thanks, Rarity. You know, I never thought I'd say this, but this might actually be pretty cool. She laughed a bit. All at once, her expression shifted to one of pure dread. Oh, Celestial, what is happening to me? It's love, dear. True love. Okay, I guess we could stop there right now. So, yeah, I guess that's enough for right now. Comment the video down below, like it, and add it to your favorites. Subscribe to become awesome today, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.